classes from me, and so she could renew her teaching credential, and just is there because she loves the kids, and it's been a big challenge for her because she sees the new programs rolled out, she sees the new teachers come in. She says, this isn't what our kids need. Our kids need to be able to know they're safe and secure. And yeah, they need to learn to read and write. But, you know, she never gives up on her beliefs, no matter how much she comes up against administration and new rules and new policies. She always thinks, what is the best for our kids?
Great.
You know?
Real teacher.
She's a real teacher. She teaches from her heart every day, day in and day out. Deb Wan down at North Elementary, another excellent role model and teacher. You know, came in as a non-traditional student, finished her master's as a reading specialist, so she could go back and make a better difference in the lives of her kids. Not because I want a master's, because it'll make her a better person, but it wasn't her self-image or whatever. She just said, I want to know more so I can help my students more.
So when you say non-traditional, meaning white?
Non-traditional meaning they didn't start, they were in their 30-somethings when they started school, you know, and working full-time and going to school as a job. Rather, a traditional student sometimes is listed as graduate high school, go into college, live in the dorm.
Nothing to do with this belief or anything. Traditional student meaning that from high school directly to college.
Right.
Non-traditional meaning spend some time.
Yeah.
But all these people you mentioned are native?
All the students I mentioned are
natives. I mean, enrolled member here.
Yes.
Okay.
Lola, Aaron, Deb, Wayne. Yeah.
Okay. But this is the same question actually I asked, but this is too general. But what would you think the strongest hampering factors for student to learn? Maybe you cannot name one, but economic?
A lot of it has to do with economics, I think, and then again, that being able to balance all of those things. I mean, something has to give. You have to make a lot of decisions along the way. You know, you have to go to work every day and do a good job, or you're not going to have your job. We expect them to be the best students. We don't say, oh, poor thing, I know, you know, you've got all this, so we're going to lower the bar. We don't do that at all.
Do that,
Still hold them to high standards. But to find what that balance is, how do you do that? And, you know, some people are better than others, or we say, go talk to so-and-so, they'll help you, you know, figure it out. I know it from my own personal experience, you know.
You seem to have lots of counselors
something had to, somewhere along the line you had to figure out what it is, you know. I tried to set aside, you know, one day, you know, maybe it was only like one Saturday in a whole month, and I would say, okay, today kids, this is our afternoon, and this is the time we're going to spend together. Missed lots of ball games, missed lots of parent-teacher conferences. So the economic part of it, especially when our students don't have the financial aid they need toward the end, you know, maybe they've spent 10 years, they've taken a lot of classes, now they decide, okay, I really want to get a degree in teacher education, but I only have this much Pell left, or I don't have any left. So the economic piece of that, the struggle is to sometimes have gas money to get to class.
What, so they don't bus them? Busing.
We do, but not all of them. I mean, some people have to drive, you know, to even get on the bus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so transportation is a big issue.
Transportation. Okay.
Child care is a huge issue.
Oh, you don't have any child care?
We do, but nothing at night. And it used to be.
Yeah.
We laughed about this. They used to have grandparents or people used to, aunties or somebody would babysit, and all they say, oh, they're all out to the casino playing bingo. That's kind of a joke. But, you know, we have younger and younger people having children, and who are the people that are behind them then to help them with child care? So those are big challenges. You can't leave your children unattended, unfed.
Yeah.
You have to be able to tend to your job. We're expecting you to do well in class.
But basically, tuition not being paid, right? They don't have to pay tuition. No textbook money. So lunch is offered.
Lunch is offered, but we do have. Everybody pays tuition here. Education here is not free.
They pay tuition, but in some way it's returned.
For
Pell Grant?
some with Pell Grant, we don't have student loans. Pell Grant, but Pell only runs so long. You only get so much. It isn't a lifetime thing. So if a student has been in school for a long time, they've taken lots of classes, or they've taken and failed, they get down to the end where they are almost ready to graduate and their Pell money is gone. So we have to help set up things. So books are incredibly expensive,
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure those things out. So education is not free.
I know, but except for that, I interviewed this vocational program this morning, but their attendance is very good because they get paid.
They do.
By attending.
They do.
They get stipend.
Yep, they do.
So they have a very high attendance rate compared to other departments, I assume.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we have a high retention rate. Our education department has one of the highest retention rates.
Among Shinten.
Oh, yeah.
Highest?
Almost the highest when we looked at the demographics of it. I don't know. I guess because we expect them to be there.
Yeah, right.
And they know if you aren't in class, you're going to miss out. And we just set a high standard. So if I want to succeed, I know I have to be there.
Be there, right.
And, they don't come into class anymore and say, oh, it's the first class. Are you just going to hand out a syllabus? No. First class is most important. It's 3 hours. We go 3 hours.
Right.
And they know our expectations up front. And so I think that's part of it. People say, well, it's because you get them as juniors and seniors. No, we get them as freshmen too, who say, I've worked as a teacher's aide. I have to work my way up to that 4-year degree. So a lot of it's expectations. A lot of it's because they see us working hard at what we do. They see adjunct faculty coming in after teaching all day, and they come in with energy, or I won't have them back. But it is for our students. We have two grants: an Indian Professional Development Grant and a Head Start Partnership Grant. And those people don't get stipends during the year, but they do get their books, tuition, and fees. So then they get some Pell money back. In the summer, they get a stipend.
Okay.
If they're not working in the Indian Professional Development Grant, they get a monthly stipend. Not a lot, but $1,200 might be more than what they'd make checking groceries somewhere. So those are big. Those are huge incentives.
Is that BIA stipend or federal?
No, it's a Department of Ed.
Okay.
Yep. And the other one comes out. The Head Start is out of Health and Human Services.
I see. And the credential you issue here is the elementary education after BA.
We offer associate degrees.
Yeah.
Then we offer a Bachelor of Science,
Yeah.
and you can get a Bachelor of Science in elementary ed. You can get a dual major in elementary ed and K-12 special ed.
Special ed.
Yes,
okay.
and that's a dual degree.
Oh,
so they can teach K-8 or they can teach K-12 special ed. Those are our most highly sought after. And then we have like some minors or concentrated areas of study, Lakota studies, early childhood. Those are two of them.
How about middle school?
We have a middle school endorsement. We have only one degree right now in secondary ed, one major, and that's history.
Oh, history.
We're working on math and science.
Oh, yeah, right. Not in high school then, not yet.
Not yet, but that's the biggest goal we've got right now, is to be able to get a math and science teaching degree, because that's an area of need here.
Right.
And we've got more and more people who are believing they can be good in math and good in science because of some better teaching in the elementary and high school.
Generally speaking, do they think they are very weak at math?
Yes.
Compared to language?
People have total fear of math.
Really?
It's like, if I'm going to do I have to I have to take algebra, I don't know what it is. I always say, teachers take it out of you here and here.
Yeah.